Good morning. Hello there. This is South Coast Kane Jordan Page, and I am coming to you from the patio. Got a few things I'd like to discuss. I know I'm probably looking a little off center. I'm trying something different. So here we are. It's Friday morning, and let's talk about it. How you like that? That's a pretty fancy little intro, isn't it? Well, here we are. Friday, 3:15 edition of Patio Perspectives. So I've been up for a little while. Uh, I actually spoke to Miss Katie vis-a-vis, I got some comments. Hang on. Yes, patio time. Morning, Shad, or whoever you are. So this morning, you know, I was up kind of like at the butt crack. Well, really, the sun. It was like 4:30 my time. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. And I was communicating with Miss Katie earlier vis-a-vis Jordan Harris had a good video talking about Jakari, and I was kind of I don't want to say disappointed, but she didn't know. I told her that Mr. Harris is one of the fine folks that are on Check It Out Corner, and she didn't know what Check It Out Corner was, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Uh, but yeah, on my. It's going to be on this side. Yeah, on the right hand corner of my normal streaming screens. It's just some folks to check out. But anyway, I'm trying something new. I had the little fancy intro, just made that up a few minutes ago. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm trying something different. I'm not going vis-a-vis the straight YouTube. I'm going through the StreamYard so I could do the fancy little intro. But anyway, second off, the other day on my last video I did, Israel from Bottom of the Map had reached out, said, "Hey, need to get together, get you on the show and everything," which that would be friggin' awesome. That'd be cool as hell to make a guest appearance on somebody other than Shad. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But Israel, if you or Ike or either one of y'all see this, you can reach out to me vis-a-vis email, southcoastkane@gmail.com. Or if you do the Twitter, X, you can DM me at South Coast Kane, or just whatever. Well, I would be honored. I'd be honored to be on that show, just like I'm honored to be on anybody's show. So probably the main reason for me having the patio perspectives this morning is I saw where Shad had put a few Twitter X posts up and talking about the clean pocket. It's been a topic this week, and I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. I hope everybody's having a lovely Friday morning. If not, it's okay. If you're one of those Monday through Friday workers, hey, it's Friday. Weekend's coming up. If you're not, if you kind of like me and it's whatever because of shift work, hey, it's going to get there, buddy. Anyway, back on topic here. So Shad had brought up the clean pocket. The clean pocket's been talked about. Cuban Kane, good morning, my man. Now, first, he had his Twitter and he was showing the pocket, and yes, it was a clean pocket, and Shad, said the obvious, and it was right there. And I kind of saw this since the Georgia Tech game, but you only had like 3 people rushing, okay, and that leaves 8 people back in coverage. And I kind of noticed that with Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech kind of started the trend because this is the same crap that Paterno did at Penn State back in that Fiesta Bowl January '87. They just dropped 8 people into coverage and said, "Dare you to run," you know, QB. Of course, my pockets, they mostly full of lint. Ain't much folded money in them pockets. No, I'm joking. But no, but seriously though, I mean, Shad made a very good point, and it kind of been bugging me all year. Um, that first off, couple of questions. So if TBD are the quarterback, because I don't want y'all to think I'm being like Shad and taking up for TBD, because it seemed like Shad was taking up for TBD this morning on his recent video. If you haven't seen Shad's recent video, I believe he uploaded it probably about 30 minutes ago or so. But anyway, Shad put up, and that's why I'm doing this. You know, he was mostly taken up for TBD, but that's his perspective. Nah, no, but anyway, what I was saying is, so if let's just say the quarterback, let's not make it site specific. If you're the quarterback and you notice that only 3 people are rushing, which means you got 8 men sitting back there, regardless of how many receivers you throw out there, which is probably going to be about 2, maybe 3, because you're going to leave Restrepo in to help block the other, the 3 people that the other 5 offensive linemen can't handle, not counting the tight end, because you got to max protect on a 3-man rush. I'm just saying. But no, I mean, as a quarterback, if you're sitting there and you notice only 3 people are coming at you, okay, couple of questions come to mind. And I'm no expert, I am no expert, but you might, I'm sure the offensive, I hate to say coordinator, but just for the lack of a better term, the OC, whether he's coordinating or not, that's a whole different topic. But let's just say the OC, the guy in charge of the offense. I'm sure when the quarterback comes to the sidelines, I'm sure the OC is like, "All right, man, what are you seeing out there? What's going on?" Or if the OC is on the sideline, I would hope, that they can realize that there's only 3 people rushing. But my thing is, and it's really bugged me since Georgia Tech, because I noticed Georgia Tech had did the same scenario. I'm like, all right, cool. Why not? If you're gonna run a 2 or 3-man route, okay, let them cats go deep. Open up the field right there. Send the running back out. Send the tight end out. Go a little 5 yards. Bust it. That'll stop them from. That'll stop them from doing it. You know. And again, I'm not. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I don't understand why. Why didn't the quarterback, or we'll just say TBD, not bashing him, but just have to ask the question: why did you not audible to something? Uh, why didn't why didn't Coach Dawson come up with something? In other words, if they're going to sit, usually the first couple of series of 3, it's kind of like a heavyweight boxing match. You're kind of feeling each other out. And then all of a sudden you make adjustments. If and then you just sucker them in. Because I just, and again, it's bugged me all season that why do you continue to call a 2 or 3-man pass route to go deep into 8-man coverage? And 2, why did the quarterback, TBD, feel like you still had to force the throw when the receiver is triple or double covered. Why not? If you're gonna leave the running back in, go rogue. TVD say, hey Fletcher, look, why don't what let's do our own thing. Or hey Allen, you know. Now Cheney, I think Cheney was still in the no, Cheney was there because this was no, he was the scapegoat for the knee situation. But we're not going to get into that. But what I'm getting at is why not? Okay, say let's say QB is the QB and I'm the running back. Okay. Why don't QB say, hey, dude, I know the coach said let's do a two deep whatever, but hey, I'm going to hand it off to you. A delay handoff. You should get at least 30 yards. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Coach going to jump your ass? He ain't going to bench both of you. But again, it goes back. It goes back to where are the adjustments? Think about it. If Coach Dawson would have been a coordinator, maybe he could have seen it. But then again, I don't know what the end game was. I don't know if again, I'm not making excuses. I'm not taking up for anybody. I'm just telling you this is Patio perspectives, and this is my perspective. I don't know if Mario said, hey, here's what we're going to do. I know you may not like it, but this is what we're going to do. I'm the coach, and this is what we're going to do. Or, was Dawson afraid to venture from the said game plan? Because I would hope that Coach Dawson is not that inept to where he would not see a three-man rush just kind of turn your head. Oh, crap. Half the team's back there covering the two receivers we sent out. You know what I mean? I understand that Coach Dawson has this air raid offensive mentality, but sometimes you got to take what the defense is giving you. Okay? Again, set them up, send them out. All right, but you'll keep them from you'll break them from sucking rocks if you let that if the tight end break free. Hopefully the tight end would catch it. Delay handoff, or hell, just quarterback take off for about 5 yards and slide. And then once you break them of that 8 deep zone, okay, here we go. We're going vertical. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, that's just my perspective, and that that has bugged me. Well, exactly. One, you got to use the tight end. Two, the tight end has to catch the ball. Cuban says, why don't we blame the head man for putting him in the game? JB was supposed to start that game. Well, again, I'm not going to get into the personnel situation. It's just the principle of the thing. And again, there's just so much wrong in that. Why are you continuing to send 2 or 3 guys deep? Why are you going vertical against the 8-man pass defense in zone? And 2, why was the quarterback who happened to be TVD, why are you forcing it into triple coverage? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hopefully these little situations and issues can be resolved for this year, because it don't matter if you got Lynn Swan and John Stallworth on both sides. That's right. I went old school. Truck and Chubb Z would like that. It don't matter who you got as receivers. It doesn't matter who you have at quarterback. You're not going to be very successful trying to throw into triple coverage, not counting, and maybe not even triple coverage. It might be double coverage with the safety sitting there being a hawk in the back. You know, I don't get it. You know, and I and it's even that Fiesta Bowl. I don't understand why. I mean, do you think that you're going to eventually complete a pass? You know, and again, Shad, I'm not really here to blame. I'm just asking questions. This is my perspective. I don't get it. Okay, I don't understand. I mean, in my opinion, it was not very wise. There were other options for success against a three-man rush, and then I'm not going to even get into the situation where a three-man rush gets to the quarterback. I'm not going to even get into that because if Nephew would have been on that line, he'd have been pointing out coverages. He'd have been pointing out the people. He'd have been a traffic cop out there. Of course, from what we saw in the Pinstripe Bowl, Nephew plays on skates. But that's a whole nother perspective for a whole nother time. But yeah, again, I guess the whole point of this gathering I'm having here is just to kind of give my thoughts vis-a-vis the video chat to kind of echo what Shad had said in his video. So y'all be sure to go check that out if you haven't already. Uh, also tonight we have the episode 5, Rise of the Fall, 2008, the Young Bulls, the recruiting class that was supposed to bring Miami back to prominence. They were, the '08 recruiting class was touted as the best class that year. Miami had the number 1 recruiting class, but yeah, we'll talk about that amongst other things tonight. It'll be interesting. We'll just sit there and we'll just go through the games, talk about it. Also, not only was it about the recruiting class, that the freshman class that came in '08, but it was also the start of Robert Marve's control. He was the guy behind the reins on the offense. It was his first year at quarterback. Thank God Ja'Cory came in. Mr. Harris. I'm going to get these names right one day. I don't know. But thank God Mr. Harris came in. So, yeah. And again, we'll talk about that tonight. The guy that chances his name allowed to changes his name. Look, Cuban, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I mean, again, hey, I honestly, Cuban, I'm kind of, anxiously anticipating what name will Shad have? What name? Because anytime it seems like anytime Shad gets on something, his name has changed. You don't know who it is. He's that master of illusion. We could probably use a little bit of that with the offense this couple year. I don't know. I'm just saying. We already disagree about Marv versus Corey. Marv should have played all year. Well, we can we can discuss that tonight because it's crazy. It's good stuff. It's yeah. But anyway, that's really all I had to say this morning on the patio perspectives. So thank y'all for showing up. again, I'm thinking it's probably going to be something to do with pockets. Phil the Swag Romano, you showed up a little late, but that's okay. You're here. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Uh, I'm sure Shad will have something like, hands in pockets, clean pockets, change in pockets, like the old song, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was, yeah, I don't, now again, uh, real quickly, I mean, it's going to be Shannon's second year, so hopefully, I don't know. But then again, I don't know what these morons, no, I shouldn't say morons. I don't know what these people are doing behind closed doors when it comes to the coaching staff. I don't know what their end game is. That's the puzzling part, And if you go by what you see on the field or during the game, nobody knows. But anyway, that's really all I have. Again tonight, if you're free, if you're not doing anything, feel free to come by. I don't know if Coach Hayes is doing a Hayes Street. I don't know. I wanted to go ahead and get this tonight. But anyway, again, it's going to be a lot of numbers, a lot of stats, a lot of data. Not going to be a lot of fancy videos and rah rah rah. It's just going to be a history lesson. It's going to be good though. It's really going to be good. So that's really all I have. So thank y'all for stopping by this morning for the Friday patio perspective. Uh, Hopefully everybody has a lovely day today. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Peace, love, and soul. Go Canes. See y'all later. Bye.